You're about to hear real people's stories. Some tracks include references to racism, imprisonment, mental health, sexual assault, and drug use. If you need a pause, you can stop or skip at any time. Our team can signpost, so please speak to a member of staff for support with any of the above mentioned issues, and for those who need, there's also a quiet space available.
It's political music. It's political music. It's political. Are you listening? It's been years and we still stuck in the same conditions.
My uncle and them, they warned me about this stuff. They said never get involved with police, because you remember this was growing up when black people and stuff like that. My uncle was deaf and dumb as well, you get me? So he used to be way more observant. He said to me, don't you deal with police ever, they're racist. They grabbed me one time, they locked me up, they threw me in the van, they gave me some licks and they dashed me out. this my uncle is telling me and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? And then I realised the police, do you get me? They're gonna get us, like, for anything, you know what I mean?
It was pure black people. It wasn't overrepresentation, because the prison system is made. Listen, I remember the first time I visited prison. I'm coming on for a rave not prison, DC. I'm coming on from a rave. I'm hungry. There's this bakery shop and there's bottles of milk on the side. Me and my mate took up a bottle of milk each, started drinking it, police come around the corner. 3 months for a bottle of milk as a black man. A bottle of milk. 3 months. They give me a prison sentence of 3 months for a bottle of milk I drank off the doorstep. My mindset was wicked, wasn't it? I've just had 3 months of my life taken away from drinking a bottle of milk. Do you think I'm going to live a good life now? What do you think I'm going to go and do? How much bad people did I meet in there? How much more connections have I made across England now?
I was on a territorial support group for 3 years. So we would literally we could cover anywhere. We'd be parachuted in, and it is the only time I've ever had to say to a colleague, "Why do we keep on stopping? Why do we keep on stopping black lads in cars?" And he went, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, that's all we're stopping."
Me and Cody, we got locked up one day. We the same age and from the same lane, but he's got a plain face, so the judge gon' play face. It's only one way, it's gon' be a dark day. Took it on the chin, but now I'm in a dark place. Disillusionment. Took it on the chin, and now I'm in a dark place.
I saw my first grand. So, when you're seeing that sort of money at 13 years old, do you know what I mean? And, yeah, man. So, as I say, I was hanging around with the people them that knew. But some of them was, as I say, they didn't have it up here like what I've got up here, you get me? They was, you get me? They couldn't read, they couldn't write. This guy, he knows how to make money way better than me. Do you know what I mean?
We could talk about gangs, but the reality is that quite often they are groups of mates there, who have chosen a particular path. From an establishment point of view, we're always thinking, right, gangs. So we've got Mr. or Mrs. Big at the top, we've got the lieutenants, we've got the foot soldiers. Sometimes I don't think it's that. It's not that so well regimented or drilled. It is. There will always be people that earn more than others in there, but I don't think it's always necessarily that sophisticated. But I think it's about making. It's always about the money, and I think. But again, I think from a policing perspective, where we quite often get it wrong is that we think it's all about selling drugs, and so the focus is always on the commodity. Where the reality is, and I've learned this from, this is something I've learned from the people that, that I now work with, is that it's a lifestyle. It's that, it's that misplaced loyalty. It's getting people ready to take over. It's like if you lose all your foot soldiers, knowing that you can reach out and there'll be that other 13, 14-year-old who's ready, who wants to earn money because of the background that they're from.
We didn't realise that turning something into something, do you know what I mean? Turning whatever it is that we're doing into something bigger. We just thought it was just there at that point. And when you get to a certain point now, you just change and then you just do something else that's going to make more money.
Gunman Central, Nick out, yeah. I see my cousins and them, yeah. Come out the lift, every man looked like they had 2 guns on them, bro. Every man talking about, yeah, it's war. You man, sir, man, are looking for some rare. And so, man was so thorough with it, bro. It's like, that's why a lot of my lyrics was going at people that ain't from that life or ain't. Do you know what I'm coming from? Because it's like, this is what we do, bro. We really those guys. Like, whether it's a good thing or not, really those guys, bro.
But deep, because remember now, like, I've graduated from doing certain low-level crime to this is now what we was doing, right? Was robbing security vans. Right, so the money I'd get in depends on what box. It's between 20 and 25 grand. So when you lick a box, you might get 20. Then you lick another, you might get 25. That's how we was living through our 20s.
Got a bad bitch, no Harley Quinn. I'm telling her slow down, please. My ends are moving hot like Gotham. So I got put her at ease. Got this thing, she asked for something. I told her don't make me crease, rise, bang. Don't ever catch me, no peas.
And one day, we got caught. Not caught in the act. Because we had done so many, you know, when things catch up with you. Mm. And then the police had come up to us. This was in the East Ham, and they, like, we've been looking for you, blah, blah, blah. You fit a description of certain people that have been doing blah, 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 and we got arrested. And that's when everything come to reality of what we was doing. And then I realised I was like, I'm in trouble.
I used to hang around with a few of the older lot, like my cousins and stuff like that. And obviously, they done Feltham and stuff like that. So it's like, who's next in line, innit? Do you know what I mean? And then out of the next in line, I was one of the first that went. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, kind of getting your experience, kind of get your stripes now. You get it? Because, like, it's Feltham, innit? Like, everyone's got to have a taste if you're young and living that life.
You saw a lot of stuff in there. I was in prison with Tracy Andrews, for goodness sake, if you don't know who that is. Do you know who Tracy Andrews is? She's that girl that killed, you know, Walthamstow, that guy on the road rage, and she stabbed him. That's her. I was in prison with murderers. Like, you know how scary that is for a 70-year-old going into a prison. You're in prison with murderers.
I tell you where I really felt disgusted by it? When I went to a YOI. Oh my days, it was horrible.
What's the YOI?
Youth Offending Institute. Ashford, I remember that time. Ashford was way out there going towards Bristol, and I went there and I saw all these black boys there.
That was when he was in prison. That was the worst time of my life. It was worse than me doing jail. When he done that year. It was worse than me because I thought he was a goner. Because a lot of times when you go in the system, right, if you're not mentally equipped, you just keep being a boomerang. Right, you just keep going back.
Been feeling low,
She's giving me shivers, she's giving me shivers. I had the picture what it would be, with you it's different.
So we were friends from the age of 13. We became an item when I was 18. I had my son when I was 21. But he first went to prison was when he was with me, and he'd never been to prison before. So, and then that became very continuous over my son's life. So that then made our relationship more strained or more difficult, you know, over the years. I was like 3 months pregnant, I think, when he went to prison. So then my son's first outing was 11 days old, going to see his dad in prison. So that was hard. It's not what you want for your child.
You promised me we'd go to Mars together. You said that we would stay this way forever. You promised me we'd go to Mars together. You said that we would stay this way forever. Are you happy with the choice that you made? Can't stop thinking it won't go away. How I fell for your sweet serenade, and the days they turn into weeks and then months.
And I've seen it. As I said, I'm 57 now. I've been doing this job since I was about 28. I came out of prison at 24, and I'd say it took me probably 4 years to get back on my feet. Since then, I've been doing this work since 28, trying to make a difference within the community. And I've not only have I lived it, I've studied as well. So I understand it from a socio-economic perspective. I understand it from a criminal perspective. People call it a criminal justice system. It's not a criminal justice system. It's a criminal justice industry. It's an industry. It's a large part of the economy. Without, where would the white underclass work if they weren't working in prisons? For Serco. Most of the prison officers are uneducated, ignorant. If they weren't doing that, they'd be teething. Just like the kids who are there. I'm telling you, it's absolutely truth. Where would the white... So there's certain jobs and there's certain industries where the white underclass work, they do shift work, 12-hour shifts. They're running Serco, they're running the prisons. The prisons are privately run. So all that is a criminal justice industry. Think about the judges, the yachts, the police, the transport, the prison transport. Serco make toilet squeezy, toilet cleaner. Serco made. They make the door. You can't go to B&Q, buy a prison door. The specialists that make them. The companies that make them, who they run by? They've all got Serco on them. These are all companies that make a massive part of the industry. If I could click my fingers tomorrow and stop all the black kids from committing crime, what would happen to that industry? Because right now we're making up, 43%? We were 7% of the population in the country. We make up about 5% of the prison population. If you take out women, children and law-abiding citizens, about 3% of the population are making up nearly 43 to 50% of the prison population.
Let's go. Political music. It's political music. It's political music. It's political music. It's political. It's political music. It's political music. It's political music.
This project was made possible thanks to the National Lottery Heritage Fund and to the National Lottery Players.